Hello, family and friends. I'm considering this and probably every other day after this my silent mode. I'm pretty silent anyway, but that's just the way manipulative people are. They can make somebody silent seem loud or what's the word, or like fussy or something like that, or angry. They can make somebody good seem bad. Hold your heads up. And be careful with definitely providing information to people, and definitely having people feel like they are more influential in your life than they are. There are some people who will criticize and critique everything about you, and your situation is different. Um, Walking your purpose, living your purpose. There are so many people who will look at their situation, and because they have help or they have legal situations, or they know certain people, they know certain ways to cheat the system. And because you don't know that, they will make it look like you're handicapped, because you're doing things the right legal way. It's always going to take a longer time than if you cheat and then, or do it the fast way. And then also, those people usually lose whatever funds or progress that they receive faster also when they didn't do things the right way. So everything has its way. You choose how you want to do things. I'm not judging either way, but be careful of people who do judge you and always want to critique what you do and want to say, oh, like you're a bad person because you eat tuna fish. These people, Lord forgive us, especially our people, and then sometimes not even just our people, will just act like they just need to critique everything about us. Like, oh, you still eat peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and they'll take it to something like, have you always been poor? Or just, just be careful of what people say to you and the words that they speak on you and over you. And if you can, keep these people far away from you. There are people out here who are decent human beings. Those people are usually going through things that they don't want. Their situation is much worse than yours. And listening to yours make them feel good about their situation in their head. Even though if you heard their situation, if you listened to their situation, you would think your situation is better than theirs. But like a lot of these people are really lost. A lot of these people think when we, because we acknowledge that people don't really deal with us, fuck with us, whatever like that. A lot of these people, if you speak to those same people, we just don't engage. Those same people don't like them. Some people who don't like people, especially for no reason, don't usually like anybody. They usually don't like themselves. They usually just like the popularity that's attached, the respect that's attached, the come up that's attached to individuals. So just don't let these people pull you down. And I notice, don't let these people drag you down. These people tell you, like, a lot of people are intimidated by a woman's strength, intelligence, and confidence. But then there's other people who are empowered by it. So it's like a win-lose situation. A lot of us are looking down because we've been attacked for being strong. We've been attacked for being smart. And it's like a false image because, like, you're mad because you don't think that people or women are supposed to be smart and confident, but that is what you are. If this is what you are, this is your purpose. You walk in your purpose, and they have to deal with the results of that because people like you will link up. Men who have healed and want somebody who is strong and not looking down and not unsure about themselves and their wardrobe and their life, and other people don't want that. That attracts kind of like likely things, and sometimes it attracts people who just want to, they might not be like you, but they want to use you because of that. So I love you, and I know it's very hard, and there's no perfect way to do anything. The most perfect way you can get, as far as advice to do anything, will only just be the Bible. That's the only possible way. The best instructions on life would be just to read the Bible. It has never steered me wrong. All the stuff that people want to say, oh, she thinks she knows this, she thinks she knows all that. That was just wisdom from the Bible. And sometimes I interpreted things wrong, so I didn't think I knew everything. A lot of times I was just trusting in the faith of a mustard seed into God, and to knowing that He hasn't failed me yet. I haven't found. I'm pretty sure there are scriptures that are not true and not fully factual, but for the most part it is. And for the most part it is definitely the truth. And we're just repeating the stories that's in the Bible and different scenarios and different people's lives and different things like that. But yeah, so I don't know. Like I said, when you're speaking on God, sometimes, like I said, it was very quiet and silent around me. And then all of a sudden, it was a crowd. But yeah, I love you, and it is very hard. Not to say, you could choose to give up and hold your head down and give in, however giving in is, giving into whatever, or you can stand strong, and that's what I want you to do, is stand strong, because other people, we love your confidence. We're happy that you're here. We're happy that you're growing. We're happy that you found love. We're happy that you still trust in love. Those people who don't feel that way are not for you. And it would be a constant drain to associate yourself with those people, because a lot of these people, like I said, it's really good and evil. A lot of these people are just really attacking you for your light. They don't even know it. Some of them do know it. Some of them are very demonic sent. Some of them do know it, but a lot of them are attacking the light, the joy. And you see that in youth. I think a lot of it started in youth. Praise God, I was very well loved. And with so many attempts to try to change that. But the person who raised me, the people who raised me I was very well loved, and I had a joy in me. I had a spark in me. I had a vision in me to do well and do good. And, there was a time I thought I was never going to even be sexually active because I was so connected to God. They took that and made it look as if I'd never been Christian before. I wasn't raised in the church like most black people. People will switch the image on you so fast, and it make you look down because you don't know what people are thinking when they look at you. And it's like a lot of people can call out BS. Some people don't. Some people are intimidated by your light, so they were looking for reasons as well. But like I'm just saying, those are people you don't want to keep around you either, or people who spread lies and people who wait to hear lies about you, because it's like way too much time in your life to be focused on holding people down or holding people back. It's like I couldn't imagine being that concerned with anyone in my life. I'm concerned with your well-being. Like I said, I want you to be happy. I want you to find love. I want you not to give up. I don't want you to hold your head down. I don't want you to think that there's anything that you have done or can do that you cannot come back from. I do not definitely promote evil. But like I said, those are a different type of people. But as far as mistakes and situations that you were raised into and born into, I believe that you always can come back, and those comebacks are going to be different from other people. And I think that's where I struggle, where people feel like they have to input, don't do it this way, don't do it that way. You're not doing it from where I'm at. You're not doing it from the level I'm at. You're not doing it from people thinking, secluding you, people think that you are a bad person, or that you even are not a strong person. People use any type of things. It's funny, like, no matter what the scenario is, you be the same solid rock person, and people have different scenarios for it. People will not like you or hinder you because they think you're weak. Other people will not hinder you because they think you're strong. And honestly, you can be all that. There can be times where if I'm tired, I don't feel like fussing and arguing. Now, as I'm grown, I don't ever feel like fussing and arguing, because now I see that is the attempts to get people into the criminal system, to get children taken away from them, to get people harmed, to get all sorts of trafficking and felonies on people. Now I understand that, and I understand, it takes time to realize that. People don't realize that they're targeted, especially when they have that light. Because we have this power when they can get us in these systems and they can control us and see how we think and how we operate. We have a lot in us that people want to seclude and keep for themselves. And just please be safe and please be strong. A lot of us have what a lot of people don't have, and you are going to be attacked in different ways. It's going to be like an all-out war, and you have not ever had war. You have not even probably killed a spider or an ant, but they're going to feel like they have to have a group of people, and they'll take something that somebody said that was a lie and blow it all out of proportion. You don't know. You don't even know if you're arguing. And then some people you have to talk to. You don't even know if you're arguing about the same thing. Some people come at you hostile. You have no idea what their problem is, and all of a sudden somebody may have told them that you like this, or you did that. Sometimes you have to get to the root and the gut of things if it's worth harvesting. or if they're preventing you from being around somebody that you do love. And then sometimes when it becomes unsafe, you have to go. And I'm dealing with that as well, as people have been unsafe, have showed predatory, sexual, showed me that if any opportunity they could to destroy me and my family, to hurt my family, they would do it. And out of danger, I have separated myself from these people. But they make it seem as if I just randomly don't like people. And then if don't let that person be, happen to have been gay, happen to have been a street Negro or something like that. Now all of a sudden I don't like this or I don't like that. It's like, you just gotta get hateful people from around you, because they can't wait to group up and link up and attack you, and they don't care. They really want to see the worst happen to you, by any means necessary. So the more people that they can get, especially if you're active and you're not just sitting around and you're busy, the more people that they can get turned against you in different places and different things. That's what a lot of people do want to do. And also be aware, because when I'm speaking to these people now, as I ask them, they ask me what I'm doing. If you notice, I don't know about you, especially in certain areas, people will tell you I worked for the government, but they won't tell you what they did. And I believe there's a guy on here who did mention that there are people who are hiring spies, and we're wondering why, darn near aliens, men in black, like, people, and it's crazy out here. You just don't know. So, like I said, these people are not exposing what they're doing, and a lot of them are trying to gather up information on you. You may have been so powerful, so influential, so strong. You have probably broke so many barriers. Do you know how many barriers that there's? Some people, they say, why are we not progressing as black people or smart people? There's so many, for every law that they pass for us to progress, there's somebody who is hindering us, creating another law to keep us back. No, some people never want to see progress. Some people never want to see you grow. Some people never want to see us grow. As America, that some people just do not want and can't accept, and they always want to push back. So with that being said, can you imagine how many barriers out here that we don't even know, in addition to the ones that we create among our own selves? And I think that's one of my purposes in life, is that we come to a point where no matter who is president, who is governor, who is mayor, we love our own selves, programs that if you're getting too much stamps and not enough money, or you're making enough money but you're not getting stamps, we all come together and find a way to help each other, watch our children. If the mother don't have a car, no children walking alone, security officers, benefit from being good people and helping elderly and helping children, and keep, not to say that some people don't, but you know what I'm saying, just promote that instead of trying to create criminals or trying to do these other barriers to keep systems rolling. Let's have new systems for good people and mental health. Mental health would be a whole facility. If you want to have a jail, do you know how many people need mental health healing and coping with the things that has happened to them? People have witnessed things happen right in front of their face that they couldn't do things about. I know I've reached out and tried to help and save people, and it hurts. Sometimes you still lose that battle no matter how much you do, what you've given. And some people, you just lose it because of their disrespect. But it is a constant battle, and I'm here with you, and I understand, and I pray that we all heal through all of it. And I know that there's answers, and I know there's answers people don't want to hear, especially from someone like me. Like I said, a lot of things that I got attacked for later on, as other individuals grew up or just started speaking out because they weren't afraid of being attacked for it. Now it's okay. Now it's acceptable. Now people are trying to heal. It was never that I never didn't like, even though I thought that I wasn't attracted to a certain guy. Some people try to change their mind, and I found out he was like the other guys. But it's not that we think that we're better than individuals, but we know the characteristics that make certain people fall into certain categories. And now they're calling them brokies and dusties and different things like that. And like, I would never do that, but I just say people are not happy with themselves at those stages of their lives. And now people are working on, and I felt like that is why they were attacking women. And I don't think a lot of women that has passed away, and they said that they were doing nasty things or out late at night. I think a lot of those women were going to work. A lot of those women were just single mothers. I feel like there was just a huge attack on women, black women, single mothers. And at one time it was just black single mothers, but now if you look in the news, there's a lot of just mothers and wives that men want to separate from, that don't want to let go. And women are the main people that seem to be preyed on. America just seems, I don't know what it is. Like I said, we can't be strong, we can't be this, we can't be that. And I just if a person just can't live up to your standards, just leave them alone, because there's somebody who they are everything to, would be everything to. And a lot of them, y'all taking away from children who they are everything to, and have done everything the best that they can for. But with that being said, I love you all. God bless. Anybody say that I'm against anybody, family, street, hood, uppity, if you know me, I could be for or not necessarily against any of it, because I don't do criminal activities. I don't damage people's properties. I don't try to even damage people's hearts or people's hopes. But if people tell you that those are the results that you have for people trying to prepare themselves or justify themselves or their friends and their families. But no. So I guess basically at this time of year, what I'm saying is the best way you're about to get to know me is online, because I feel so much reason to separate myself from these individuals. And a lot of you all who are on similar missions may have to do the same. And go about your money, go about improving your life. Because if you stay at a state where these people are making you break down and they're trying to beat you down over your head with all these evil thoughts and mentalities and making you feel bad about yourself, you'll never grow. And I think that's what a lot of people want. They don't want you to grow. They want you to succumb to different scenarios, give up on hope, give up on love, give up on your family. There's just a lot of different games going on out here, and I just don't want you to fall prey to it. And I know I have fell prey to it myself, and to just basically almost giving up. So yeah. Anyway, I'm here with you. I'm so sorry that some people thrive in trying to make people be unhappy in life, but I want to let you know that there are people out there. And if you are raised in church like me, and I know especially if you were raised by somebody in a different generation, I want you to know too that that kind of hindered me is the mentality that if you don't do wrong, wrong won't happen to you. If you are available for wrong and you surround yourself with the wrong people, anything possible that those wrong people do, they are going to try to bring to you. Because now you are trying to be better than them. People with low self-esteem are just triggered by people who they think should not have it. So don't limit anything. Don't limit who you have around your children. If they can't respect you, they don't even need to be around your children at any age. And definitely if you find out that they're saying little slick things to your children about you or about them, like I said, when a person disrespects you, these people will go to limits. These girlfriends, these wives, whatever it is, when a person disrespects you, keep them away from you and your children. And I got a lot of backlash from that. And then now you see constant, endless things where people have lost people close to them because they thought that they wouldn't do this to children, to elderly. I'm telling you that power that we have in us, anything that they can do to break us is exactly what they're going to try to do. Okay, and they usually target people who are not well off, who don't have people who believe them on their defense. They know people in the justice system. These people don't be just doing this stuff out of the blue. They try to make it seem like they're just these mighty, almighty people. These people have all this stuff already set up for them to win and prosper. Some of them, sometimes you run into a crazy wacko who will just throw it all away. But a lot of these people, they feel like, or they know, or they think they're going to get away with it. And they pick and choose people to attack. Like I said, these people, these guys that have several other baby mamas, several other, sometimes sleeping with, now men and different things like that. And they won't attack, they will attack who is easiest and find some reason to justify it. when, like I said, if a man is cheating on you, he is the problem, period. But also, I don't agree with doing it if you know as well. But a lot of these people get you into the situation before you know. But like I said, that's a whole nother story. But like I said, any mistake can be forgiven and repaired. But when you're around devils, and no matter how many mistakes that they have made, they will make any mistake that you made horrid. They will make it seem irreplaceable, irreparable. And you're just such an evil, mean person because the attack was just really on your light and your connection with God. I mean, that's just the truth and the roots of all of it. They'll try to say it's this, and that, and this, and that. And honestly, it's always just people are out here triggered by people who have the light on God. And that's what I was thinking when I got onto this one for today, was people, they say that people are bothered. When people are bothered by people, that's something you definitely want to get away from. That was a movie, I Love Medea, when the guy said that, she said, when she stops bothering you, then you come around. He thought she was bothering him for help, in his mind. People think that you're bothering them because you're just getting under their skin. No, the devil has planted that in you, is the light in you. It's the light in people like you. It's the innocence, the happiness, the life ahead of them that they have destroyed and killed and damaged, and that they will never see. They want to steal yours. They want to steal your light and your connection. And but honestly, sometimes they don't know that. Sometimes they really think that there's something that you're doing that's so horrid, and they're excusing everything that they have ever did that was similar, and probably do now or worse. And like I said, a lot of these people are backing these men as a reason to destroy women. Some women honestly enjoy destroying women, belittling women. We see these mean women all the time. I used to wonder, who are these women that these guys talk about and be sad and say are bad women? Because like a lot of us, we just want love and just want to be saved. But there are some evil women out here, whether it be drugs, or whether it be what happened to them when they were young. There's some things that is erasable, and instead of dealing with that and healing from that, they and especially with the masculine, without there being they have to be the man of the house. These women are, so they're kind of, I wouldn't call that as strong, I call it weak, but that's their way of expressing their strength, by being loud and being evil and trying to break down other women who they think are more appealing to these men, more feminine, because they haven't been through those different things, and try to belittle and say they can't do this, they can't do that. You see in the comments, because they're not, married, all of a sudden they can't cook, they can't clean, they can't do this, they can't do that. And they're just not even, they're just a girlfriend like you're a girlfriend, and he got other girlfriends. But I think I went off like I always do. Please be careful of who you have around you, because if you put a spoiled fruit by a good fruit, the good fruit will spoil. And just be careful of people who can't comprehend different things and use everything as a benefit to them in their situation, and to discredit you and your situation and your thoughts. And then on that also, you don't need that many people to have that input, or anybody to have an input, especially anybody who goes to somebody else to have an input about your life. A lot of the things that I questioned and wasn't sure about, I was actually on point. I actually knew what was the best thing to do when I listened to God, a lot of these people are just trying to throw you off. A lot of these people want to have somebody under them that they can laugh at, talk about, belittle, seclude, and just whatever, A lot of these people feel entitled to they're the only ones who's supposed to be winning, because for a while this bullying mentality, this mean girl mentality, this mean boy mentality has been progressive for people, and it's because other people have been quiet, because they were only intimidating and attacking certain individuals. But as we learn to stay away from these individuals, everybody else has become prey, and people are getting tired, and they're seeing that there was nothing that individual was doing or could have done to prevent these people from doing what they do. Anyway, I'm gonna end it with that, and I just want to say I love you. I God bless. I don't care what anybody says, but I'm definitely in my silent era. that the best you're going to know about me is just through the internet, because I do want to help. I do want to be a help. I want to help more than words. I want to be able to go to places and events and help feed the hungry, find housing. A lot of things that I went through that I couldn't find help for, or didn't know resources for, how to manage the little bit of money that we have for food, affordable foods. Some people just don't even know how to make affordable foods, affordable snacks, and different things like that. So God bless you. I just want to know that somebody is definitely in your corner, and I think that's something that I wanted to know, that everybody don't believe what these people are saying about individuals. A lot of us can understand. We've been there, you know. Even if we hadn't been loud about it, like I said, right now it's just our time to be quiet. And if these individuals try to use us to prey on anybody, to hurt on anybody, to bully anybody, I just want us to stand up and say, just because you say it, just because you're popular, just because you're pretty, just because you're well shaped, just because you dress nice, it is not a yes for me to attack and belittle anybody. I love you. God bless.